Class, the next topic is transformation of energy. In your previous class, that is in class 7th, you have learnt about the different forms of energy like chemical energy, magnetic energy, sound energy, electrical energy, heat energy, light energy, nuclear energy. So you have learnt all these forms of energy in your previous class. So all these forms of energy can neither be created nor destroyed. These forms of energy can be converted from one form to another form. So the conversion of one form of energy to another form of energy is known as transformation of energy. All these forms of energy, that is magnetic, chemical, nuclear, light, heat, sound, electrical, all these forms of energy can be classified either as stored energy, that is potential energy, or as energy in action, that is kinetic energy. So let us see which forms of energy are stored energy and which forms of energy are kinetic energy. So chemical energy, that is stored in the bonds of atoms. When atoms combine, they form a bond. So the energy stored in the bonds of atoms is chemical energy. So chemical energy is classified as potential energy or stored energy. Magnetic energy is also stored energy, that is it is stored in magnets. Nuclear energy is stored in nucleus of an atom. So nuclear energy is also the form of potential energy, means it is classified as potential energy. So chemical energy, magnetic energy and nuclear energy are classified as potential energy or stored energy. Now let us see which forms of energy are in action or in kinetic energy. The first is light energy. Light energy is classified as kinetic energy or energy in action because of the motion of photons in light. So what are photons? Photons are the fundamental particles of light, or you can say it is the basic unit of light, and photons are always in motion. So due to it, light energy is classified as kinetic energy or energy in action. The next is heat energy. Heat energy is also classified as kinetic energy because of the vibration of atoms or molecules in a matter. So when atoms or molecules vibrate, they produces heat. So due to vibration, due to motion, it is in the kinetic energy. So it is classified as kinetic energy. Next is sound energy. As you all know that sound is produced due to vibration in a body. So in this vibrations occur, so due to that vibration, sound energy is also classified as kinetic energy. The next is electrical energy. In electrical energy, there is the movement of charges. Charges move, means movement of electrons in the electrical energy. So due to the movement, electrical energy is also classified as energy in action or kinetic energy. The next topic is law of conservation of energy. So in this law, 3 points are included. The first point is energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Means you cannot create it, neither you can destroy it. The second point is that energy can be transformed from one form to another. The third point is the total sum of energies of all kinds in an isolated system always remains constant. Isolated system means closed system in which there is neither the loss of energy nor the gain of energy from outside. So that system is known as isolated system or closed system. So in closed system, the total sum of energies is always constant, is always conserved, means it is same all over. Let's take some examples to understand the concept of energy conservation. The first is energy conservation in simple pendulum. Class, you might have seen a simple pendulum that is consists of a small metal bob that is suspended from a fixed support by a string. When you push the bob of the pendulum to one side, it starts oscillating to and fro on either side of its mean position. Mean position means position of rest. Where it is rest, that position is mean position, from where you give a push. So that position from where you give a push, that is the mean position, or that is the position of rest. So it starts oscillating, or it starts moving to and fro from its mean position, and the position of the bob at the maximum distance on either side from the main position is called extreme position. Means पेंडुलम का बॉब जिस पॉइंट पे मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस कवर करके पहुंचता है, जिस पॉइंट पे, उस पॉइंट को बोलते हैं एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन. Now let us see the energy conservation in a simple pendulum at different positions. At position B, when you give a gentle push to the bob of the pendulum from position A or the mean position, the bob is raised at position B. So here work is done on it. The work is done because of the applying force on it, and it gets displaced, but the work is done is against the force of gravity. So at position P, the work done gets stored in the bob in the form of gravitational potential energy. As you have learned earlier that gravitational potential energy is due to the height of the object, due to the position of the object. So at point B, the bob is at a height, at a certain position, so it possesses gravitational potential energy, and at this position the pendulum has only potential energy because it is at height. So it has only potential energy but no kinetic energy, because at this position it is not in the moving position, not in the movement. So there is no kinetic energy but has maximum potential energy at this point because it is an extreme position. Now at position A, when bob starts moving down from position B to position A, it starts moving downwards. So while moving downwards, its potential energy goes on decreasing. Why it is goes on decreasing? Because of the decrease in height. But its kinetic energy goes on increasing. Why it is goes on increasing? Because increase in velocity. As you have learned that kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. So due to increase in velocity, kinetic energy also increases. So when the bob reaches the mean position A, it has maximum kinetic energy due to increase in velocity and has minimum potential energy due to decrease in height. So the total potential energy which is stored by the bob at point B is converted into kinetic energy at position A. Now let's see the energy conservation at position C in a simple pendulum. As the bob goes from position A to position C, its kinetic energy goes on decreasing due to decrease in velocity, but its potential energy goes on increasing. Why it is goes on increasing? Due to increase in height. So due to increase in height, its potential energy goes on increasing. On reaching the extreme position C, the bob has only potential energy but no kinetic energy. So when the bob reaches point C, it has maximum potential energy but zero kinetic energy at this position. So, when a pendulum swings to and fro, its energy constantly changes from potential to kinetic energy and from kinetic to potential energy. As you can see that at position B, it has maximum potential energy and zero kinetic energy, and when it moves towards point A, it has maximum kinetic energy and minimum potential energy, because the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy at this position. Now, when it moves from point A towards point C, that kinetic energy at point A is converted into potential energy at point C. So, you can see that potential energy is converted into kinetic energy and kinetic energy is converted into potential energy. The next example is energy conservation in a roller coaster. So you might have seen the roller coaster. When the car is at the top of the ride in a roller coaster, it has maximum potential energy because it is at the top, it is at a height, so it has maximum potential energy. When the car is at the bottom of the ride, at this point it has maximum kinetic energy due to increase in velocity, and has minimum potential energy due to decrease in height. So when the car is going up or coming down, the potential and kinetic energy gets interchanged. So the sum of potential and kinetic energy of the car at any point is always constant, means the total energy is always conserved, is constant, is always same. The next example is energy conservation in a hydroelectric power plant. Hydroelectric power plant is used to generate electricity due to kinetic energy by using water. When water is stored in a reservoir at a certain height, at this position it has potential energy. So it possesses potential energy when it is at a height, it is stored in a reservoir. When this water is released or when it is falling from this height, this potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Now, this kinetic energy of the falling water is then used to rotate the blades of the turbines that are connected to a generator to generate electricity. Now, this generator converts the kinetic energy of the rotating blades into electrical energy. So in this example also you can see that energy is transformed from one form to another form. Potential energy is converted into kinetic energy and kinetic energy is converted into electrical energy, and the total amount of energy is constant or it is conserved.